Warren Buffett never taught a marketing course, and he built his empire not just by analyzing companies, but by understanding how people think, react, and decide. And in fact, his business partner Charlie Munger gave a famous lecture called The Psychology of Misjudgment. And this lecture wasn't about stocks, it was about people. And today I'm going to break down the 10 psychological heuristics from that lecture and showing how you can use it in your content, messaging, and calls in order to get more clients without sounding like a salesperson. And the first heuristic that we will go through is the reward and punishment tendency. We are motivated by pain and pleasure. That's how we work as human beings. And to apply this psychological heuristic, instead of you saying, work with me, you want to highlight what will happen if people don't fix the problem that they will face. If you're a business coach, you can say, here's what 3 more months of no clients will cost you. Or if you're a fitness coach, you can say, here's how being fat can lead you to death. You don't mention your offer, you just show the consequences of inaction in order to influence their decision. The second one is the like-loving tendency. People buy from people that they like. And to apply this, when you post and when you create content, you don't just want to post tips. Yes, they're useful, but you want to share value. You want to share your beliefs, how you think, and your personal story. Because when people like you, they will naturally want to work with you. There is no need for a pitch. And the only way to make people like you is to show who you are so they can relate to you. The third one is disliking, hating tendency. It's actually the opposite of the previous one, and people tune out advice from people that they dislike. And to apply this in your business, you want to avoid being preachy. The best way to do is to actually show empathy. Like when your sales goes or when you create content, relate and be empathetic to your clients. You can say, yes, I can hear you very well because I was there too. I used to be wrong too. And this way, you actually build trust without even selling. And trust is the fundamental for getting clients. The fourth one is the commitment and consistency bias. Once people say yes to something small, they're more likely to say yes again. And to apply this, you want to use micro commitments. For example, if you're liking this video so far, make sure to click on the like button. Or if you're on sales calls, you want to get micro commitments by making your prospect say yes as many times as possible. And this way, you're guiding behavior without even mentioning what you want at the end. But when you get a lot of micro commitments by asking the big thing, which is getting them as clients and joining your program, they will actually make it way more easier since you're leveraging commitment and consistency bias. The fifth one is the social proof tendency. We as humans, we follow the heart, especially when we are under uncertainty. And to apply this and leverage this in your business, you want to share as many clients wins as possible. You want to share your own results as well, because just by showing momentum, others want to be part of it because they subconsciously assume if these people did this, most likely it's the right thing. So they're also about to do this. The sixth heuristic is the authority bias. We tend to trust those who seem confident and in control. To apply this, you want to explain your strategy with conviction when creating content. You want to say, here's what actually works, and say it with full confidence and in control. And the same also goes in your sales goals. You want to lead with confidence, be calm, and have this neutral energy. And when you speak with clarity, you never need to pitch. You just lead people and you get them as clients. The seventh one is the scarcity tendency. We assume that limited things are more valuable because people want this, the supply is actually limited, Therefore, this is something good, so I want to be part of it. To apply this in your business, you always want to mention your boundaries. And we all have boundaries. Some people can take just few clients per month. Other people can get 5 clients. Other people can get 50 clients. What is your limit? Just say it. Like, it doesn't have to be just a small number. Any number works because it means that you are limited and limited things are valuable. The 8th heuristic is the incentive cost bias. People follow the path that actually rewards them. So here, when you leverage this, you want to shift your focus from tasks to transformation. So here's what I mean. Instead of you saying, I'll help you post more, you can say people, I'll help you fill your calendars. Instead of you saying, I'll help you work out more, you say, I'll help you build muscles. Like, the whole idea here is to sell the transformation, sell the outcome, not the information, not the work, because people hate that. They just want the incentive, the end goal, which is the transformation they will achieve. The 9th one is contrast misreaction. We as humans only understand value when we compare it to things. That's how our brain works. And to use this in your business, you always want to show the difference between what happens if people do it themselves and if they get a help from an expert. For example, in your content, you can say that everything took you 6 months to learn and implement, and you help people do this in 30 days. And at the end, your prospect will compare 6 months to 30 days. Or another example basically is you comparing your method to someone else's method. For example, my method is basically showing you how to get clients by understanding the psychology, understanding the principles. You don't have to pay for ads. And people compare this to some other coaches who make you run ads. And that's how the brain works. So you want to use this contrast misreaction. And I know this is super cool to represent the contrast. Let me move to the last psychological heuristic, which is the loss aversion. People fear loss more than they want gain. And in your messaging, you want to use this language. Here's why you're already losing $2,000 a month by not solving this. Instead of you saying, here's how you can make $2,000, you can say, here's why you're already losing $2,000 by not doing this. Or if you want to say people, here's how to lose 10 kilograms of fat, you can say, here's how having excess 10 kilograms is affecting your life. Use loss aversion in your advantage. And these are like the 10 psychological heuristics that I learned from Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. Yes, I know we have a very cool picture together. And the big takeaway that I want all of you to learn is that you don't need to quote unquote sell coaching. You just need to guide the decision-making process. And Warren Buffett helped me understood these principles, and by understanding people, this is the ultimate business skill that everyone needs in order to get clients. And this is why most marketing tricks, all of them fade. But psychology, it lasts forever. And if you want to attract clients the Buffett way, by understanding how people think and why they buy, I actually teach all of these things in my program. Just click the first link in the description to apply and see if we're fit to work together.